God says, I am tired of trying to reach you. Something very shocking will happen to you tonight, my child. I've been trying to catch your eye for a long time now, but your world has become so loud that my voice has felt like nothing more than a faint echo in the distance. I am reaching out to you one more time because I am tired of watching you wander through the fog of your own life, searching for a peace that you cannot find on your own. Stop what you are doing right now and look at me. Put down the phone, clear your mind, and just listen for a moment. This is not just another video you happen to find while scrolling through your day. This is a divine interruption, a sacred pause that I have carved out specifically for you because something monumental is about to happen. Tonight, at exactly 11 p.m., the ground beneath your feet is going to shift. You have been waiting for a sign, and this is it. I am telling you now so that you are prepared when the clock strikes that hour. It is a moment where the thin veil between what you see and what I see will finally tear open. Something shocking, something you never expected, is going to cross over into your reality. It is urgent that you hear this now, before this message disappears from your sight, because your soul has been crying out for this exact breakthrough. If you can feel your heart beating a little faster right now, if you feel a strange stir in your spirit, then I want you to comment Amen right now to show me that you are awake and ready to receive what I have for you. I have watched you lately. I have seen the way you carry yourself through the day, putting on a brave face for everyone else while you are secretly crumbling inside. I have seen the tears you wipe away when you think no one is looking. I have heard the heavy sighs you let out when you finally close your door at night. You are carrying a weight that I never intended for your shoulders. You were not created to be a pack animal for the world's worries. You were created to walk in my light, but instead you have filled your life with so much noise and chaos that you have drowned out my whispers. I have spoken gently to you in the silence of the morning and in the beauty of the sunset, but you were too busy to notice. So now I must speak louder. I must shake the foundations of your life to get your attention, because I love you too much to let you keep walking into the same walls and the same pain over and over again. This night, at 11:11, is not just a coincidence of numbers. It is a divine intersection where your path meets my power. For some of you, it will be a miracle that you have been praying for years. For others, it will be a warning, a sharp turn to protect you from a disaster you didn't even see coming. But for everyone listening, it is an invitation to come back to the source of your life. You have been asking me, God, where are you? Why are you so silent? But I haven't been silent, you just stopped listening. You've been so focused on your problems, your bills, your broken relationships, and your fears that you've forgotten who holds the world in his hands. Tonight, I am going to remind you. I am going to move heaven and earth just to show you that you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are certainly not a mistake. If you believe that your life is about to change for the better, I want you to like this video right now as an act of faith. You are here for a reason. You didn't just stumble upon these words by accident. I have brought you to this moment because the enemy has been working overtime to convince you that your best days are behind you. He wants you to believe that you are broken beyond repair, that your failures have defined your future, and that I have finally given up on you. But he is a liar. I am the God of the resurrection, and I specialize in bringing dead things back to life, whether it is a dead dream, a dead relationship, or a dead sense of joy. I am breathing new life into it starting tonight. You may feel tired and discouraged, but that is not your truth. Your truth is that you are my child, and I have held you through every single step, even when you didn't feel my hand on your shoulder. I want you to be ready for the shift. When 11:11 arrives, you might feel an unexplainable stillness, or perhaps a sudden surge of emotion that makes you want to weep. Do not push those feelings away. That is my presence moving into the room. I am breaking the patterns of the past. I am clearing away the habits and the people that have been holding you back from your destiny. I am letting a storm hit your life not to destroy you, but to wash away everything that wasn't built on me. You have settled for far less than I have planned for you. You have wrapped your heart in fear and disappointment because you were afraid to hope again. But tonight I am asking you to let go of that shield. I am asking you to surrender. You cannot walk into the new season I have for you while you are still clutching the wounds of the old one. I am trying to pull you away from the things that hurt you, but you have been holding on so tight that it's making you bleed. Let go. Trust me with your future. I have been working behind the scenes in ways you cannot even imagine. I have been stacking miracles on top of miracles, rewriting the stories that were meant for your harm and setting the stage for your redemption. You have been doubting and growing cold, but tonight the fire is being reignited. Something must break so that something new can be built. As you wait for the clock to turn, think about the doors you thought were permanently shut. Think about the healing you thought would never come. It all begins to move tonight, but it only happens if you stay open. It only happens if you choose to listen. I have been waiting patiently for you to turn your face back toward me. I have whispered through your losses and through your lonely nights, trying to tell you that I am right here. Now I am calling you higher. I am calling you out of survival mode and into the abundant life I promised you. If you are ready for this divine alignment, if you are ready for your spirit to finally wake up and see the light, then stay with me. This is your moment. This is your reset. My child, I want to tell you something that many people are just beginning to discover. Last month alone, thousands of people found a level of freedom they never thought possible. They stumbled upon a truth that has been hidden away for a long time, a simple realization that can be summed up in just a few words. It is like a code that unlocks a door that has been stuck for years, allowing peace and abundance to finally flow into their homes. You are seeing this now because it is your turn to understand this secret before the noise of the world tries to hide it again. If you want to know more about this, I have placed the key where you can easily find it in the words below. The storms that have hit your life lately did not come to destroy you. I allowed the wind to blow and the ground to shake because I wanted to show you what was not built on me. You have spent so much time building your life on the opinions of Opal, who change their minds every day. You have leaned on your own plans that were never meant to hold your weight. You have depended on things that looked steady until the first sign of trouble. But I am the rock that never moves. I am the foundation that will never crumble, no matter how hard the world tries to tear it down. I am calling you to plant your roots in me once again. Stop looking at what everyone else is doing and look at the truth of my word. If you believe that I am still in total control of your life, no matter how messy it looks right now, I want you to comment 55 as a sign of your trust. You often think that I am angry with you. You think that because you have wandered so far, I have finally decided to give up. But my child, if I had given up on you, I would not be speaking to you right now. I would not be sending you this urgent warning if I didn't still want you. My mercy is the proof that I am still standing right here with my arms open wide. That restlessness you feel in your heart is not anxiety, it is me knocking on the door of your soul. I don't need you to come to me with perfect fancy words. I just need you to say, God, I'm lost and I don't know what to do, but I choose you anyway. That is all it takes for me to step in and start moving the mountains in your way. Very soon, you are going to see exactly why I said no to the things you wanted so badly. You cried when those doors closed, but you didn't see the danger that was waiting on the other side. I saw the intentions behind the smiles that were meant to deceive you. I saw the traps hidden inside those great opportunities. I didn't say no to punish you, I said no to rescue you. Even though it broke your heart at the time, you will one day thank me for the protection you didn't even know you needed. I am not holding back the good things from you. I am clearing the path for something much better, something holy, and something that will actually last. Stop comparing your timeline to everyone else's. You think you are falling behind, but you are exactly where you need to be. I am writing a story with your life that is unlike any other. Just because it takes you longer to get there doesn't mean you won't arrive. The depth I am building in you right now is what will allow you to carry the great things I have planned for your future. I am never in a rush, and I am never late. I am precise. This delay is not a denial. It is a setup for something bigger than you can imagine. I am working behind the scenes to heal things you didn't even know were broken. I am removing the people and habits that would have stolen your peace later on. Trust me, even when you can't see the full picture yet. If you are ready for this divine alignment to take place, comment 1212 right now. There is something sacred about doing what I ask, even when it makes no sense to your logical mind. I know you want clarity before you take the next step, but sometimes I ask you to move before I give you the answers. Faith isn't built when you have all the information. It is built in the quiet moments of trust. It is built when you keep walking even though the path is covered in fog. I have been testing your heart to strengthen you. I am shaping you into a person who can handle the weight of the promise without being crushed by it. You have asked me for a purpose, but you won't find it in being busy all the time. You will find it in the stillness. You have asked for signs, but you ignored the silence where I was trying to talk to your heart. I am pulling you back to that quiet place now. I don't need you to perform for me, I just want you to be with me. I want you to look into my heart, not just search for answers to your problems. Everything you are looking for, the peace, the joy, the direction, flows out of our relationship, not your efforts. This shaking that is coming at 11:11 will not destroy you, it will finally wake you up. It might come through a dream, a sudden thought, or an interruption you didn't see coming. Don't be afraid of the heaviness you might feel in the air. It's not fear, it's my presence. Tonight you might find yourself crying for no reason, or you might feel a peace so deep it overwhelms you. That is how I move. I don't always need thunder and lightning to show up, I just need a heart that is ready to let go. You have begged for a fresh start, and I am giving it to you, but it might not look like what you expected. I may remove something you love to protect you from what it was hiding. Trust the pruning, trust the fire. It isn't meant to burn you, it is meant to purify you. This is your reset. This is your turning point. If you keep trying to do things on your own, you will just keep going in circles. But if you surrender, everything begins to shift. Your mind will finally clear, your heart will soften, and the favor I have stored up for you will begin to flow. You didn't earn this, you just finally made room for it. Draw a line in the sand tonight. Stop playing tug-of-war with your past mistakes. You were made for more than just surviving. You were made to live in the overflow of my peace, a peace that will confuse the people around you. You were made to carry a light that breaks chains and shifts the atmosphere of every room you walk into. Nothing you have done has cancelled the promises I spoke over your life. My word does not expire. But you must stop running and start listening. You were never meant to do this alone. My child, I have watched you in the moments when you thought you were completely alone. I saw every tear you wiped away when no one else was in the room, and I felt your heart break even when you told the world you were doing fine. You have whispered prayers in the middle of the night when you didn't even have the strength to speak them out loud. But I want you to know that I heard every single one of them. I was right there with you during those long, lonely drives and those sleepless nights when the weight of the world felt like too much to bear. I was the hand on your shoulder when you were ready to give up, and I was the small whisper in your spirit, telling you to keep going for just one more day. You might not have recognized me then, but you are going to see my fingerprints all over your life very soon. If you truly believe that I have never left your side through all the pain and the struggle, I want you to comment 777 right now to show your faith. The enemy has tried so hard to convince you that I am distant or that I have turned my back on you. He has tried to use your deepest pain as evidence that I don't care, but he is a liar. I have never walked out on you, and I am revealing the truth to you now. I have shielded you from dangers you didn't even know existed. There were accidents that never happened because I stepped in, and there were people I removed from your life because their presence would have eventually destroyed your peace. You saw it as a loss, but I saw it as a rescue. I loved you too much to let you walk through doors that would have crushed your soul. Sometimes the greatest blessing I can give you is the thing I don't allow to happen. I know your faith has been shaken lately, and I know that your life hasn't turned out the way you planned it. You are grieving for opportunities you think you missed, and for dreams that seem to have faded away into the past. But listen to me. I am breathing life back into the things you thought were dead and buried. You are not too late, and you haven't missed your window of opportunity. Some things had die in your life, so that they could be raised back up in a much better way. I had to let your pride, your false identity, and your unhealthy attachments fall away so that your true purpose could finally shine through. I knew every struggle you would face before you were even born, and I still chose you to carry this calling. You don't have to earn your way back into my presence. You just have to come home. There is a secret to abundance that the world often tries to keep hidden from you. There is a simple way of thinking and speaking, a short 9-word ritual that can change the way you see everything. It isn't about luck or hard work alone. It is about activating a part of your spirit that I designed for abundance. Thousands of people are discovering that when they align their words with my truth, the stress of debt and lack begins to melt away. I have put this information in your path today because I want you to live a life that is full and free. This opportunity may not stay in front of you for long, so pay attention to the guidance I have provided in the description and comments. Tonight, at 11:11, I am shifting the atmosphere around you in a way that is not a coincidence or a matter of chance. It is divine timing. What has felt like a long season of delay is about to feel like a sudden acceleration. The heaviness you have been carrying is going to lift, and the things that were confusing will finally start to make sense. But I need you to pay attention and stop pushing this feeling aside. You have been living in survival mode for far too long, just trying to make it through the day and numbing the ache in your heart. You have been avoiding the silence because you were afraid of what you might find there. But I have been waiting in that silence to hold you, not to judge you. You don't need to pretend you are okay when you are not. I am after your heart, not your performance. I see past the walls you have built to protect yourself, and I see the wounded part of you that is still hiding away. I want to heal those deep places and show you what love without conditions really looks like. I want you to know a peace that stays with you even when your circumstances are falling apart. This isn't about following a set of rules, it's about having a real relationship with me. I created you to walk with me every single day, not just to visit me when things go wrong. I want to guide your steps so that I don't have to keep fixing your falls. You have tasted enough of what the world offers to know it can't satisfy you. Now I am inviting you to taste my goodness. The urgency you are feeling right now is the sound of heaven calling you back to where you belong. It is your spirit recognizing that something sacred is about to happen. Do not silence that nudge. Lean into it and speak to me. I have always been near, but I will not force my way into a heart where I am not welcome. If you invite me in tonight, you will watch how quickly I can move. What is waiting for you after this shift is not temporary, it is generational. I am preparing to break cycles of pain and lack that have been in your family for years. I am going to answer prayers that your ancestors prayed long ago, and it all starts with your yes today. You are the one I chose to change the story of your bloodline. Do not take this moment lightly. There is a window of opportunity open right now that can change everything for you. You don't have to beg me or earn this. You just have to believe me. Because your faith is what unlocks the miracle. I didn't create you to just drift through life in a state of confusion. I formed you in power and shaped you for a great purpose. Something is going to shake loose in the spiritual realm tonight that will break through into your physical world. This is your divine interruption. I have heard your cries for answers, and this is my response. I have been right here all along, waiting for you to be still enough to know that I am God. If you believe that this is your appointed time for a breakthrough, I want you to comment 10 right now. I have shielded you from so much that you never even saw. I prevented accidents and closed doors to save your heart from being shattered. You may have thought it was a loss, but I saw the truth behind those doors. I loved you too much to let you walk into something that would have eventually crushed you. Even when you felt the most lonely, I was there watching over you. I saw you when you sat alone wondering if your life had any meaning. I saw the way you held in your tears just to keep everyone else together. I didn't turn away from your pain, I drew closer to it. I heard every prayer you whispered into your pillow, and I saw the courage it took for you to keep showing up when you wanted to disappear. You are not weak, you are brave, and I have chosen you for this. My child, I want you to understand that I am not using the storms in your life to break you. I am using them to refine you. You often ask me for comfort, but I am more interested in building your character. You beg for clarity, but I am busy growing your faith. I am not trying to confuse you, I am preparing you. You cannot carry the massive blessings I have waiting for you if you still have the small mindset of the season you are leaving. This is why you have felt pressure coming from every single side. I am increasing your capacity to hold more. You are not being punished, you are being positioned for something greater than you can imagine. I had to pull certain things out of your life because they were beginning to contaminate what I am trying to build through you. You thought you were being left behind by your friends or your peers, but the truth is that I was bringing you ahead. I separated you not to make you feel lonely, but to elevate you. You are set apart for a specific reason, and my plan for you will not look like the plan I have for anyone else. Stop comparing your journey to theirs and stop doubting what I am doing in the dark. There is a fire I am reigniting in you tonight, a fire that the world and even religion tried to smother. You will no longer walk in a fog of confusion. I am replacing that fog with a sharp focus. I am taking away the heavy weight you've been carrying and replacing it with a spirit of worship. You have lived with questions that have haunted your mind for years, but tonight I am going to start giving you the answers. It might not happen all at once, but piece by piece the puzzle will come together. I will give you a deep peace while you wait, and a supernatural strength for the parts of the path that are still unknown. You have tried to figure out every detail on your own for so long, but it is finally time to release the wheel and let me drive. I never asked you to understand the whole map. I only asked you to trust the one who holds the plan. My child, you are stepping into a season that will require a level of faith you have never used before, but that faith is going to produce miracles you have never seen. I am not looking for you to be perfect. I am simply asking you to believe. I specialize in working with broken pieces, and I love to move through your weaknesses to show my strength. I can heal what is shattered and restore every single thing that the years have stolen, but I will not move where I am not welcomed, so I am asking you to open your heart tonight. Invite me into the mess. Surrender your own plans, and let me show you mine. The world has tried to define you by your mistakes and your past, but I define you by my promise. My promise still stands, and it is never too late for you to begin again. You don't have to become someone better before you come to me. I am asking for the real you, the version of you that is confused, wounded, anxious, and completely exhausted. That is the person I love. That is the person I died for. Stop hiding behind a mask of strength. I am the only strength you truly need. You don't have to carry the load anymore, and you don't have to keep trying to prove that you are worthy of my love. You are already worthy because I said so. You are enough simply because you are mine. If you believe that your breakthrough is closer than it seems, I want you to comment 717 right now. I also want to tell you about a secret that many are using to find financial freedom. There is a simple 9-word prayer that has been uncovered, and it is helping everyday people erase their debts and attract wealth in ways that seem impossible. This isn't a fairy tale. It is being supported by researchers who have seen how these specific words can activate a part of the brain that draws in abundance. People are paying off their homes and traveling the world because they finally understood how to unlock this hidden flow. I am putting this in front of you because I want you to be free from the stress of lack. This information might not be here forever, so click the link I've provided to see this for yourself before it disappears. You are much closer to your miracle than you realize, and that is exactly why the pressure has increased lately. The enemy can sense the shift coming, and he knows that if you make it past this point with your faith intact, your life will never be the same again. He is doing everything he can to distract you and weigh you down with confusion. But he will not win, because I have already declared victory over your life. I have sealed your future with my own hand, and what I have blessed, no enemy can ever curse. Do not let your current struggle make you forget who I am. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, shut the mouths of lions, and raised the dead. I have not changed, and my power has not faded. What I did for others throughout history, I am about to do for you. I see every thought you keep to yourself and every tear you've cried in the dark. I've heard every why you've whispered when you thought I wasn't listening. None of your pain has been in vain. Every struggle and every setback has been part of a much larger plan to shape you into someone powerful. You might feel tired, but you are stronger than you have ever been. If you trust that I am still working behind the scenes for your good, comment Amen. Do not let go right before the miracle breaks open. This is not the end of your story, it is the turning point. When the clock strikes 11:11 tonight, your spirit is going to sense it. It might not be a loud voice, but it will be a deep knowing that heaven is moving on your behalf. I am aligning the things you thought were lost forever. I am giving you a peace that passes all understanding, the kind of peace that quiets the fear and settles the chaos in your mind. This peace will settle over you like a warm blanket tonight, and you will know without a doubt that it was me. Stop trying to control everything and release the need to have all the answers. You are exhausted because you've been trying to carry what was never yours to hold. Give it to me. I have already gone ahead of you and prepared the way. I loved you when you were running away. I loved you when you were breaking. And I love you right now. I am calling you back to a place of rest and truth. I don't need you to have a perfect plan. I just need you to be willing to trust me again. I am using what hurt you to shape you into a masterpiece. What was meant to destroy you is actually going to develop you. You are stepping out of the storm and into a season of healing and restoration. Tonight is a doorway, and you are standing at the threshold. Don't let guilt or fear keep you from walking through. What is on the other side is more beautiful than you can imagine. I am ready to pour out blessings you forgot how to even ask for. If you are ready to let me into the private places you've been guarding, comment 333 to declare your faith.